Hello, welcome back to the show.
How's it going?
Well, hope you guys are enjoying yourself.
David,
Why is that weird?
David, James, Steve, and Steph.
Yep, here we are.
Welcoming you on the Tuesday show.
It's a Tuesday show.
Tuesday show.
Sounded like a Third Strike intro there for a second.
Making choose the best pick. 10,
Wow,
9, 8, 7,
that you
6.
tried so
He forgot
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
forgot.
alright.
I forgot.
So you weren't here for this, I don't think, but my roommate loves Third Strike. He's like all about it and the theme and everything. So when it happens, I purposely get it wrong to mess with him. So like when the numbers start up, I just say random numbers. I'm like 5, 8, 9, 7, 6, 4, 3, 5, and he's like, it's very clear. He's like, let me break this down.
Come on, dude.
It's 10, 9, 8, 7, and I'm like 9, 32, 50, and he just gets pissed. It's great. He also plays Alex, so you know the struggles too real.
Man.
So
Alright.
what's coming up in fighting games? What do we got?
This is a packed weekend.
Okay.
This is a very, very packed weekend. Okay, so.
Is it a PAX weekend?
There's no way you let
Who are
that.
you?
There's no way.
You
Dude,
guys hang out too much.
Look. Even before we were doing a
love
lot of
that
commentary.
That's the fart content.
Yeah. Even before we were doing a lot of commentary, like you just check his Facebook, like people are always like, you've been hanging around James for too long. I'm like, dude, he's been making puns on Facebook for like 10 years. Dude,
You're Scrooge McDuck.
Probably 12 years.
Esports thing where you call them. Oh, what was it? Those are pretty good. What'd you call? Rocket. What was it? Duckafeller. You called him something like that. You did something.
Well, that's an actual character on the.
Right. But you said something else about it that was super funny. I don't remember what it was, but.
Flintheart, Glomgold.
Yeah, that's
a real character.
Yeah, those are so good.
You've never seen.
No, yeah.
Well, he wasn't alive when
You
DuckTales
definitely
was
weren't
on TV.
No, I've seen DuckTales.
Oh, you've seen DuckTales, but you don't know about who killed Chun-Li's father.
Is that
No.
See? I feel like he saw DuckTales maybe in like the way that we saw like the Flintstones,
Or like Pink Panther cartoons, yeah.
Actually, it was like our previous generation.
That
but
Channel
it's-
13 rerun.
Yeah,
that you came home from
I definitely
school.
wasn't airing live.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
Look over there, buddy boy.
So this weekend, lots and lots of events. All right, let's start with, you want to do Red Bull Kumite first? Red Bull Kumite is coming up this weekend. That is taking place in France. That is basically how they did it last year, where they had 16 players in an exhibition at Street Fighter 4. This year, of course, it's going to be Street Fighter 5. 14 players have already been invited to the event. Oh, jeez, I should have had the list of the players. Can you look for the list of the players?
Yes.
So, Red Bull Kumite is going to be 14 players. It's going to be a last-second tournament where 2 more people can make it into the event.
Is that how it is? I thought it was like all set. I thought it was like.
No, they're open. They're open
really?
slots, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, here we go. It's actually in here in the FG
sweet.
event.
Okay,
So,
you have it. There it is.
shout outs to Malice is godlike. He really is godlike. So the participants we have are E.G. Justin Wong, Aver Media's Gamerby, E.G. Momochi, and now Punko is sponsored. The Secret.
Please.
The Secret Punko. Razor
He can't get it
Xian.
right.
Is it the secret?
No.
No, it's Team Secret.
It's team, but he called him the secret
Yeah,
phone
he's
call like
like
5
the
times.
secret.
Yeah,
Funko.
last week, yeah. Aliun, Kazunoko, Keoma, Razor Infiltration, Red Bull Snake Eyes, Mad Catz Tokido, well, not anymore.
Just Tokido.
Yeah, Tokido, Red Bull Bonchan, Mad Catz Daigo, and Red Bull Luffy.
Right.
They're the 14 players that are going to be involved, and there are 2 last chance qualifiers. The tournament is going to be mostly on Saturday. Well, the open qualifiers on Saturday. Top 16 is going to be on Sunday. Now,
Which is the whole tournament.
Mhm.
Top 16, yeah.
The top 16. So, to clarify things, obviously me and David are being flown out to this event, right? So we're super happy. I've never been to Europe before.
Sick.
So this is like super exciting for me to be able to make it. I mean, you lived in France for a little bit, right?
I studied abroad.
Yeah.
I don't know that. That's
What
new
was
for
her-
me.
What was her name? Anyways.
Oh. I was thinking the same thing. All right.
Yeah. But I've made that joke so many times, so it's
okay.
bad. It's a bad pun. It's a bad.
Yeah.
Okay. But so the way it is, the Twitch stream.
So unfair. Her name was Elena.
Let's get it right.
The
Come
Twitch
on.
stream is going to be standard stream on Twitch, but that one is going to be manned by, F Word, Winner Stays On. I think Zach Bennett is going to be one of them, and forgot who the last person was, like Moy or Moi or something like that. I forgot his name. I mean, I'm butchering it like General Ramza, and I'm not doing it on purpose either. But so those 4 guys are going to be doing the Twitch stream. What David and I are going to be doing is that on Sunday, part of the tournament, part of the top 16 is going to be streamed on Red Bull TV. So Red Bull TV is the channel that you can watch through Red Bull apps on various mobile platforms and such.
Okay.
And a lot of people watch that, and they watch it for all the extreme sports and everything like that. And some video games are gonna come in.
I actually watch a lot of stuff on real.
Okay. Yeah, so some video games are gonna show up on there.
So you guys aren't gonna be on the Twitch stream at all?
Not the Twitch stream.
So we're only doing top 4. Top 3?
Top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Everything else is going to be on stream, on Twitch. Logan, whatever, Ken Bogard, etc. But then when it comes to top 4, we're just going to be doing that
on Red Bull TV.
With Gutex on Red Bull TV.
Oh wow, that's kind of that's a step, guys.
Yeah. Well, see, what's scary to me, to be honest with you, is that this is the first time they're putting fighting games on Red Bull TV.
Yeah,
so
it is. It's really crazy.
They really want, and this is kind of like one of those let's do this, let's get this, and so we're gonna be the guys who are going to have to commentate to all the people like, what is this video game stuff coming up on my?
Right.
We've got to
who are these nerds?
But who better? Not to pat you guys on the back too much, but who better though? Like, if I feel like it's such an easier transition if we go from like you guys as opposed to say someone else. I think that's a really good thing. I think that's really smart.
Yeah, you guys are
I think you guys are the best. So it's like it's really smart to. I don't feel like there's a better choice to put.
I appreciate that.
Up there. So I think that's really good.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Thank you. But what's interesting though is that not only the English stream will be like F Word, Winter Stays On,
probably Logan,
those guys, right?
Logan,
There's a French stream which is just Ken Bogard as usual, right? And
going nuts.
There's gonna be a Japanese stream, and I think Papa Chihuahua is being flown out to that. Yeah, so that's so sick, dude. Like,
Aru.
yeah, it's like everybody's there. It's gonna be super
It's gonna
exciting.
be a big one.
Papa Chihuahua?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It is.
Have you not heard the story?
I have. It's just
okay.
Papa Chihuahua.
That's what the name is.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
because he used to be Big
How old
Dog,
are you
right?
again?
That's fine. I'm just immature. Chihuahua.
That's all right.
I don't see the joke.
Yeah,
It's just funny.
I'm missing something. Anyways.
If there was a fart noise in there, you'd be about it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
But the 14 characters, 14 players that are going to be there for that exhibition. That's not the only exhibition that's going on this weekend. There's another exhibition coming up, and that is going to be at PAX East. And that one is, if I'm not mistaken, is being put on by Mike Ross and Twitch.
It's a Twitch thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Twitch thing. So they're doing an invitational, an exhibition there as well. I'm trying to see if I can find the name of the players. This doesn't have all of them here, but so
that looks like all of them.
Yeah, I think that might be.
That's all.
Oh, is it all of them? Okay.
Yeah, that's all of them.
So it looks like it's going to be Flash Metroid, Knuckle Dew, Arturo Sanchez, Sanchez.
So it says.
Yeah, it says Sanchez on there.
Sanchez, yeah,
Sanchez, Ricky Ortiz, Li Joe, K Brad, Marn, and Moons are going to be at the PAX Arena for an exhibition there. So that's.
I think that's sick.
Good lineup, yeah.
I really like to see East Coast play a lot.
Yeah.
I love seeing.
Sure.
And the cool thing about it is between those two exhibitions, different time zones, you know what I mean? So they're not going to be on top of each other. However, outside of that, so that's going to be streamed on twitch.tv/PAX Arena.
There's an $8,000 prize pool, it says?
I guess so, yeah. $8,000 Street Fighter V Invitational at PAX East. And that is going to be taking place this weekend. But if you want to watch even more Street Fighter and other fighting games, because you like other fighting games, going on this weekend is also Texas Showdown, which you two will be at.
That's us.
You will be doing a bulk of the commentary.
Yeah,
there.
a good chunk of it.
So, I mean, we'll have something to talk about, whenever you guys decide to come back from your global romp.
Yeah, you guys are headed around the whole world and everything, 80 days. But, yeah, so you and I are doing a bunch of commentary. You're doing Street Fighter, Gear, and...
I believe Street Fighter, Gear, Marvel, and I'm not sure if Tekken's happening. I haven't checked the schedule yet, but I don't see why I wouldn't do Tekken. But so we'll be there.
And I'm doing Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, So you and I will do a chunk of it together, too. We're going to do pools and top 32. And then, they've sent us all the commentary stuff. They're going to make us dress in shirts and ties.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Like,
it's easy for me to do.
Oh, they're making it?
They're saying
they sent it in the email.
Shirt and tie. And I'm like, I'm not.
You can't wear your Voltron or your X-Men or your whatever shirts if you're.
What is that?
This is an eagle.
I mean, that's a shirt.
Put a tie.
Put a tie on.
Just wrap a tie around.
Yeah,
it.
you'll be fine.
Like, do you have any like T-shirts that have collars?
Yeah.
Yeah, just grab one of those and just throw a tie on it, dude.
I'm not gonna wear a tie. I'm just gonna wear a button up.
Oh, okay.
They also requested
Look,
slacks,
instead
and I
of
was
a tie,
like,
you could do the little.
Forget slacks, dude.
In Texas, you could do a little tie, the little.
Oh, the cowboy tie?
Shoestring.
The
yeah.
magus?
Oh yeah, the magus.
the magus.
I don't know, man.
Well,
I feel
look.
like you guys are trying to make me look stupid. You can put on the cowboy tie, get you some boots, get you one of the 10-gallon hats,
Get the hat,
ride a
yeah.
horse into the stadium.
Yeah, but you could.
I mean, I could.
You
It'd
could.
be okay. We're in Texas. So,
Look, I mean, a lot of people really. Really?
That would be so sick. I want that to happen for sure. You come
coming
galloping
there,
in.
like I'm walking weird. Welcome to Texas Showdown. I really gotta say it like that. Howdy. Welcome to Texas Showdown. No, I'm joking.
That would be
Welcome
way
to Texas
better.
Showdown. Next up, top 8 Marvel commentary. Guile up on up. No, I'm joking. Let me stop.
No, I mean a
Please don't.
lot of people really enjoyed your guys' commentary at West Coast Warzone.
It was a ball.
You guys have now been deemed Tasty Jam.
And Pasty and Tasty Steve. Those are the two.
Tasty Steve and
Pasty.
Tasty Jam. Yeah.
I say you should have ran with vanilla.
Vanilla? I like
Pasty
vanilla
Steve
too.
is too nice to me,
Vanilla
yeah.
Steve. Tasty and Tasty
And
Steve.
Raph, who's also going to be doing commentary on there, said he literally was going to ride in on the horse.
I
and
was.
Just like ruined his idea. So.
It's over. I mean, Steve's gonna do it. Spurs and all.
I'm telling you right now, and I can do it like a pro.
Can you ride?
I can ride. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Oh
can
dang,
ride.
nice. The one time I rode a horse, I found out I was allergic to horses, and I almost fell off the horse.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, and literally after I finished riding the horse, my entire body broke out into hives.
What?
Like
the?
I was
That's
hive
hilarious.
man.
So
pretty
you don't
much,
get to
yeah.
ride in on a
I
horse.
can't ride in on a horse.
Sucks for you.
No.
Yeah, that's
Lame.
true.
Although I
Horses
do
are
take
fun.
allergy pills now, otherwise my cats would be killing me.
Oh, yeah, you should try it again. We should go to
try. Let's do it. Let's just go.
Hollywood Hills.
Let's give it a
sometime.
try.
Yeah, let's try to ride some horses, see if that works for me.
Can we get a film crew out there for that? UltraChen rides horses.
Dude,
Yeah,
that,
there's a horse riding place real close to where I live.
that would be so
Go to
sick.
the hill.
Like
I'd
I
be
would,
down.
like
10
dude,
minutes
like
away.
if people want to see that, like Patreon right now, dude. Patreon, and we will go and film.
I feel like you
James
guys
Chen
haven't
riding
talked
a
about your
horse.
Patreon in like 10
I'm
years.
down anyway, man. I already got pictures of myself on a horse. It's not that weird.
I feel like
Dude, it's
I feel
weird
like
for
you would
me,
be too happy
okay?
on a horse. Like
I have a good time on a
See,
horse.
look,
you know?
I just have a good time.
Actually, look,
Cool.
Asian
It's
people
a
ride
fun
horses
time.
all the time, right? Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? The horse
Yeah,
with the big
dude.
swords, and they chop everybody down and stuff like that.
Horses
so.
come from Eurasia, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Anyway,
that's Texas Showdown.
Texas Showdown.
So,
There's
yes.
going to be Street Fighter V, MK, Marvel, Smash 4, Melee, Guilty Gear Xrd, Street Fighter 4, KI, Persona 4, Arena, BBCPEX, Super
Jesus.
Turbo, Third Strike, and Poken.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got
Who's doing Poken commentary?
I don't know. I'd be down to do that.
Yeah,
Though.
you should do
Poken
it,
should
Steve.
be
You
sick.
should
I would
do
be
that.
so down for that.
And,
That
and
would
it's
be
going to
sick.
be streamed on Level Up Live, as well as Panda X Gaming, as you
Yeah, it's
mentioned.
split between the two.
Yeah. And then Smash United, also Beast Chan 23, and Texas Melee.
Well, you can probably guess what's on that one.
Yeah.
So I know that for sure. Like Panda X and Level Up are gonna have Street Fighter at the same time.
Okay, okay.
So if you want to watch Street Fighter 5, you can have both open and watch.
Right.
So matches will be sent to both.
Okay.
So like I know, for instance, we'll be on Level Up both days in the morning doing Street Fighter, but also Panda X Gaming has Street Fighter at the same time.
Right.
Other commentators.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
you get to watch double.
So those three events there cover a lot of the traditional, I mean, the more core fighting games,
Yeah.
right? But Smash Brothers also has their own really big event coming up this
That's
weekend.
this
as
weekend?
Well. Yes.
That's this
Oh
weekend.
Smash
my
Summit
God.
I didn't know it was
2
this weekend, yeah.
is this weekend.
I didn't know the summit was that soon.
That's
So it's going to
cool.
be twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit is where you're going to be able to watch that.
Isn't it
That's
like
gonna be
10?
taking
Yeah,
place
it's
in
like 10
California.
grand or
It's 10
something.
grand.
$10,000 invitational prize pool taking place this weekend. There are so many fighting games
Who
going
are
on.
the
So the
voted
invited players are Armada, Hungry Box, Mango, Axe, Plup, SFAT, Shroomed, Mewtwo King, Silent Wolf, and West Balls. And the players voted in are ESAM, Hacks, S2J, Pew Pew U,
Right.
Wobbles, and Ice.
Go
It's gonna be
Wobbles.
sick.
Yeah, and let's go
Wobbles.
Wobbles.
Yeah.
Wobbles.
Dude, Wobbles.
Let's go.
It's so
Wobbles is
funny
sick.
because
Either
like
Wobbles or Hungry Box. That's my...
it's funny because like they're the players that all the Smash fans hate, right? Because they hate wobbling, they hate boring Jigglypuff. But
They hate footsies, right?
Yeah, but dude, I love those. Are like my favorite characters
favorite.
because of those mechanics. Like I love that so much about that.
Wow, apparently, according to Gamer Till Death Elite, 10K was the base. It's now at 30+K.
Wow.
Oh, that's it, huh?
And a lot of people saying that Hacks apparently had an injury. Or
I
something,
heard
like
his
a
hands,
hand
right?
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not making it.
Wait, Axe isn't coming?
Hacks.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yeah, and
like
Duck
Axe.
is replacing him. Duck is replacing
Oh,
him.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank
Duck's
you guys.
a Samus player.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So yeah, no, very very cool
Wow.
stuff. That's a big 4 really big events going on this weekend. Just this weekend alone.
There's probably more, but...
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a couple of other things. In Italy, there's going to be a tournament called Frogbite 2016.
Cool.
I don't have any stream information for this, but like I said, it is taking place in...
Oh, it's a ranking event.
Oh, okay, so this is a
Oh,
European
yeah.
ranking event.
They talked about this on the when they were streaming Street Fighter V God. They said they have another ranking event happening the same weekend.
Because Texas Showdown is a ranking event.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. But the guys who are like invited to the Red Bull stuff then can't go to these ranking.
Oh man, it's
like
CPT points pickings for everybody else then.
yeah. I've also
go
heard
to that event.
Justin said
Yeah.
that too. Justin was like, "Dang, I'm going to the Red Bull Kumite. I can't earn points at Texas Showdown and
You're
stuff."
right. Perfect chance for everybody else to snatch up some of those
Scoop
points.
in. Hey, where in Italy is that, James?
It is in Pordenone.
Just wanted to hear it.
Yeah, the look on his...
It's in Pordenone.
Alright,
Pordenone.
that's just enough racism. I'm
No,
about
that's
that.
probably accurate.
No, I'm pretty sure that's
Subtle
right.
racism, I like that. Alright.
Pordenone Fiere in
Pordenone.
Pordenone, Italy.
That
Okay.
sounds great, man.
Now I'm about-
Oh man. Okay, and then also again this weekend will also be the 3rd week of Street Fighter V Crash. You can watch
Really
that
like that.
on the English stream at twitch.tv/crash_en or on the Korean stream of crash_kr. But man, there's just so many things to watch this weekend.
You know, I like how those commentators have progressed.
They're better last
really?
week.
They were- I thought they
okay.
were
I
better
didn't
this
hear.
week.
I didn't actually get a chance.
Definitely better.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't see much of them the first week.
Also,
Okay.
they still had the matching prison suits. But
Yeah, I think that's probably not up to them.
Oh.
no, probably not. But they were better for sure.
Yeah. You know, speaking of suits, we are not wearing shirt and tie for Red
Red
Bull.
Bull.
They want you guys to
Get
look real
out.
casual or what?
Yeah, they explicitly want us to wear other stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna be wearing.
So at Red Bull Kumite.
Yeah, we have Red Bull clothes.
What? That's kind of cool.
Well, that's what they do
kinda
in their
cool.
stream.
Here's our commentary feed.
Uh-oh.
Red Bull clothes.
Oh.
Seriously, we're getting Red Bull clothes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's
That
a...
we
I
can
was,
take home.
If you
I was-
guys
dude,
get
that's
workout
crazy.
stuff, just give me a medium. I just need a medium, some
Mediums?
Under Armour kind of stuff. That's
You
all I
both
need.
are mediums.
yeah.
I'm a medium.
You're a medium. God damn it.
Sorry, James.
That's okay.
You guys can work out together or something. He'll get you
Well,
on
that
track.
means that when I bring home all my clothes, none of you guys can steal it and wear
Oh.
my
You know,
clothes.
the thing about the
I'm
Red
not gonna
Bull...
dip in your closet, I guess. All right.
The Red Bull clothes, I was asking Snake Eyes, I was like, yo, man, where can I get that hat somewhere? And he's like, oh, it's athletes only.
Oh, really? They
He's
have
like,
an
yeah, you
athlete
can't.
only
He's like,
hat?
you can't buy this anywhere. It's athlete only. And I was like, well, what about the bag? The bag's all athlete only.
What?
And I'm like, what about the shirt? Athlete. I'm like, all right, well then I just won't get anything Red Bull. All right, I won't even buy you a drink. How about that? I'm just so angry. I'm like, I can't even support anyway. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Dang,
They
that's
got so
crazy.
the Red Bull clothes is a bigger commentary fee than you
That's
even
actually
know.
pretty sick.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
But I do want to mention
Athlete.
because we're going to be traveling. There's no Tuesday show next week.
Yeah.
Right. So let's dip into the next weekend as
Yes.
well. So the following weekend, the reason why we're still traveling at that time is because David and I will then be jaunting along from France to Kuwait. And that is where the Kuwait Battle Royale is taking place.
Is that a ranking event? Or is it
don't
just
think
like a
so.
normal tournament? Okay.
I don't see anything about
No, I
it
don't
being a
think
regular
that's
Just a
event.
normal
Yeah.
tournament, alright.
Yeah, we're going to be traveling to that. So that'll be
Cool.
super fun as well. David has gone before.
I was gonna say, have you been before?
You did this specific tournament or something else in Kuwait?
Yes, yeah, the tournament run by the same people. in any
Okay.
case.
You did that and had a panel there too, didn't you?
I did have a panel there
Okay.
about law and video games and commentary and stuff. And
Cool.
it's not just a fighting game festival or tournament, I should say. It's a video game festival.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
there's like people going there to show off their game news and
There's a cosplay contest.
cosplay contest, which was actually really good last time.
And you know,
You gotta
I
take
think they're
photos,
flying
dude.
Super
Oh, yeah.
Taunt out there to be a judge.
Wow.
Yeah, they are.
They're flying her out there as a guest judge. Pretty
Right.
much.
And you know the whole they're trying to get it to be such that Kuwait is one of the centers of gaming in the Middle East.
Okay.
So they're trying to get people to go there and show out. Like that last time, there were developers there who were making whatever games.
Yeah, they're actually having
comics companies and whatever.
Dude, I'm like, I legit want to go.
They have Koei Tecmo there, and they're making announcements. Like they're making Game World announcements there. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Yeah, Koei Tecmo is not really. They're not super active in the States.
Right.
They release a game or two every 2-3 years. Not anything big though.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I know that Kuwaiti folks are excited about the development of that, so that's cool.
That sounds really cool, man.
They're gonna have Street Fighter V, MKXL, Smash 4, Poken, Dead or Alive, LR, Exerd, as well as BBC PEX. I don't have the stream information here. It says stream details pending, but just follow us on Twitter. We'll obviously be tweeting that stuff out when we get the chance.
Yeah, man, Kuwait's gonna be a trip. You know, last time I went there, they gave me the traditional white robes, just called a dishtasha, and it was too big for me. So, but I didn't find out until I got home. That's when I tried it on. So I wanted to find a tailor to tailor it, like some expert in SoCal.
Okay.
And I couldn't find any. Like there's like a few Arabic or Islamic clothing centers, but I called them up and I was like, "Do you guys know how to tailor like dishtasha or thobe or whatever different names for it?" And they were like, "Not really."
Dang,
bring it back with you this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. But I wanted to show up like with this like tailored robe.
Nice,
Yo, that'd be
nice.
sick.
That'd be cool, yeah. But it's not gonna happen.
Oh man, that would be
They would
so
fly you out
cool.
every year after that. Like, this guy has to come back.
Well, maybe I'll put it on then, because it probably won't be too big for me, you know?
The problem was it's way too tall.
Okay.
Well,
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was good. Good save.
But that should be super fun. Like I said, I've never been there. David, when he came back, had nothing but awesome stuff to say. So I'm going to, hopefully it'll be an awesome time.
I'm super jealous. I think that's really cool. Just make sure you guys take photos.
Dude,
We'll take a lot of photos, yeah.
Video games is going to let me go to France and Kuwait.
Back to
Like
back.
you don't even know like how crazy that is to me. Like
It's crazy for all of us.
Dude,
Yeah,
even like legit, like the past weekend or whatever, like I'm sitting at home, like I'm like freaking out about this right now because the only time I've ever traveled overseas for a long time was when I was in the 5th grade to Taiwan. That was so long ago. My parents did all the work.
Yeah.
So like this time I'm like, shit, what do I need to bring? How do I do? Like
gotta bring my socks, my toothbrush. Gotta bring underwear. Don't want to be going commando at an event.
Gotta bring the horse and the boots.
Wait, what's wrong with going commando in an event?
I mean, you gotta remember, man, that body odor mixing with all those other people that don't like to shower. I mean,
It's gonna be hot.
no matter how fresh you are,
Yeah.
weather has other plans.
I'm gonna have to be bringing a lot of shorts then, huh?
If you want to, but not to Paris.
Oh yeah, obviously not.
Parisians
Paris,
don't wear shorts.
Really?
Yeah. When I first got to Paris during the study abroad thing, right? My luggage was lost
Oh no.
for 2 weeks, and so all I had was the super American T-shirt, exactly like this, like some joke stupid T-shirt in like English, and my shorts. Basically exactly what I'm wearing right
So
now.
you look like an American tourist.
So I was maximum American for like 2 weeks.
Oh no.
And I got almost mugged a few times. People like tried to take my wallet out of my back pocket because I was obviously a mark.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the other clothes came, like that, like within a month, people like locals were like trying to ask me directions and.
Oh,
Well, I mean, like, what's the standard clothes then? Like, what do you wear on a normal day?
Yo,
there?
I mean, you've seen like Luffy and stuff. You just put on like some nice
okay,
jeans and a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Dang, man, tried to
Don't
mug you.
hey, don't wear like, what do you call them? Tennis shoes.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Yeah, people don't wear tennis shoes.
What the hell?
Like sneakers are fine if they're like some cool sneakers, but
What the hell kind of shoes am I supposed to wear?
He's genuinely worried right now.
I'm telling you, that's it. Unless things have changed. That was a long time ago now. Maybe that's cool. But 12 years ago, I tell
what
you
about
that
canvas
it was not
shoes?
cool.
You
Man.
wear canvas
So,
shoes?
I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
What, can I wear like a sketcher? You know, not the
No,
tennis
dude,
shoes.
okay.
The more.
I'm worried for you, James.
Dude,
You gotta watch out for this
getting
guy.
mugged so
You gotta watch
badly,
out for this
dude.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, locals, not people who were from Paris, but like French tourists
Right,
went to
right.
Paris and they saw me on the street and they were like, "Hey, man, like, where's whatever?" And like, at that point, I spoke French, so but like obviously with an accent,
Right.
So they were like, "Oh, you're
Like,
not from
seriously,
here."
I don't know what to like. What kind
Get you
of shoes?
some
am I-
canvas shoes, man.
Canvas shoes.
Do you only have
I only have tennis shoes, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty American.
Get you some Toms, man.
It's pretty American.
Toms are super comfortable.
Tom's is a good idea.
No, seriously, dude. I rock Toms with a vengeance. They're really comfortable.
Oh yeah, is France not like that anymore? Because I'll tell you, when I was there, everybody ripped on that stuff.
Oh, it's not like. So can I wear sneakers now? Can I wear?
No, sneakers
He's so worried.
like cool sneakers are fine, but like.
I don't think he owns cool sneakers.
Yeah.
I don't own cool sneakers.
Okay,
for
well.
sure.
He's beyond the cool. he's plateaued on his cool sneaker age.
Yeah.
Let's gonna leave it there.
You don't have to worry about your sneakers getting stolen, though. That's for sure.
Definitely no flip flops. There were 0 people wearing flip flops.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What if I'm just like hanging around the hotel? I'm that guy.
Well,
I'll walk around barefooted in the hotel. They're like, Steve, hey, you guys got a soda or what's up? Like, what do I got?
I'd probably accept that more. But I don't know. Again, things have probably changed.
Okay.
So,
Anyways,
what else is happening?
Also happening that weekend, which I think both of you are going to be at as well.
Northwest
Again,
Majors,
right?
yes.
Northwest Majors.
We'll be more. You'll see more of us there. Yeah, we'll be at Northwest
This
Majors.
is a ranking event.
Yeah.
It is.
It's one of the U.S. ranking events. This takes place in Des Moines, Washington. This will be streamed on, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be Team Chaos, won't it be?
That's what I would expect.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't see the actual stream, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Team KHAOS, Team Chaos, and that will be Street Fighter V, Melee, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Exerd, Smash 4, MKXL, Tekken Tag 2 Tournament, Skullgirls, KI, Blaze Blue, Uniel, and Street Fighter 4.
Cool.
So you guys will be there. So you guys are traveling a lot too.
Yeah,
so.
and then the week after we're doing another Wizard World event.
Yeah, that
So-
one's and then the week after that we're going to Austin for DreamHack.
Right. Yeah.
Can't complain too much because it's pretty sick. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
It's a
mean
lot
like
of
it's
traveling.
super exciting.
No, I'm super excited. Like, don't get me wrong. My next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be at home.
The
But it's
next-
gonna be dope. It's all video games.
The next 3 weekends for us is Texas Showdown, Northwest Majors, Wizard World, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So we'll be at all 3 of those in a row,
Yeah.
doing commentary and
But then the next Wizarding World in Philadelphia, the Avengers are gonna be there, right?
Don't even get us started.
Like-
Yo, so
Like,
so this one,
like-
okay, hold on, wait, sit down. So this one, Minneapolis, we're all gonna go see Civil War at midnight.
We are
The
going
movie-
to see
the movie
Civil
comes out.
War.
right. I want to do
At
that
midnight.
while we're in San Antonio. By the way,
You got it,
I'm
man.
in
I'm,
Austin,
okay.
I'm
Austin.
totally down. That sounds great.
So that like whatever, all of us. So it's gonna be like me, him, Rip, Rick, Markman will be out there.
Right.
Like whoever else is at. So we're all making a trip to go see the movie, and then the next Wizard World event. Basically, the whole cast of Civil War will
They're
be
going
there.
to be there.
Dude, you
Oh
look,
my
look,
God.
I'm
So
trying
it's
to
gonna
talk
be-
to Rick.
it's-
I'm
it's
trying
gonna
to.
be-
I'm trying to get my ass.
It's gonna
there,
be like
dude. You don't
it's,
understand.
for sure. It's gonna be Loki, Thor, Captain America, Bucky, Falcon.
Come on.
Like all those guys. I just
Dude,
want to.
you don't understand. Like
don't
I'm
even
trying
know.
to get in on this shit. Dude.
I'm
I'm
trying-
trying to get in on this.
You
I'm
don't
trying to
even
even
understand.
know.
Wait, I'm
Like-
trying to convince them to pull them over and make them play Marvel against each other, so they can pick their own
With their own
characters.
character, right?
Yeah, so
Okay,
they can pick
okay.
their own.
I'm
So they can
legit
pick
gonna
Team
cry.
Avengers.
Like, I'm gonna cry.
and then
like,
he'll be on the stage working with them, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, selfie! I need to get in there."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know.
But oh my god, I'm gonna lose
Look,
my mind.
I'm just telling you. So one of the stories,
Cool, guys. That's
B5,
really cool.
I think it was B4 or B5, where everybody who went to that tournament went to go see X-Men. The first X-Men movie came out at that time, and Marvel 2 was like super popular at the time, and so like everyone went to the theater, and like what the one scene where I think it was it was Toad. He rips the glasses off of Cyclops, and the laser
Yeah.
shoots everyone. Someone in the audience yelled, "Behold!"
Ah,
So I'm totally expecting that when you guys are watching Civil War, if Captain America's ever in trouble, someone better yell, "I need backup!" Yeah, like someone
Okay,
better
I'm
yell
gonna tell
that.
you
I'm
right
telling
now.
he needs to sit on the aisle seat
Like,
because he won't
I'm
stay
going
still.
to rip something out. Of, like, I'm gonna flip out. On top of that, in the movie, you definitely see Hawkeye do his level 3 with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It happens. In the trailer, they show it. And he
Yeah.
runs down Iron Man's arm. Oh my god, this is gonna be so sick.
And the thing is, when you was telling me about watching the trailer for Civil War, this is what he was like. I was watching it in my room. You want to tell the story? You want?
So
It's so good.
The trailer came out, right? And other people were texting and emailing me. I had a friend that called me from home. Rip was like, Steve's got to be asleep because this trailer came out and this when they first showed Spider-Man because he's in the movie.
And he hadn't tweeted anything.
And
or
I
said
hadn't
anything.
said anything. So I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, what is, like, my phone's ringing. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I look at it. And they show Spider-Man, and I legit like threw my phone and I ran out the house. Like my roommate can confirm this. I was running down the I did a lap.
Yeah,
I had to. That was the only way I would have been able to like operate normally throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah, when he told me the story, he's like, I was standing on my bed watching it like this.
Yeah,
Spider-Man came, I threw my phone, and I was out the house. That's what he said. And I was like, I believe every second of it because I have seen him take a lap when things get too serious. I've seen Steve take a lap.
We watched last week. After last week, we were all eating dinner, and that's when we watched the Doctor Strange trailer.
Oh my God! Did you see the Doctor Strange trailer?
You know, we were watching it. We had it, so we're sitting there eating dinner. We have it propped up against something over there, and then like the thing happens where the person punches Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch.
But she
and he
knocked
punches
like the
him.
astral form out of him.
Yeah, and like he blows back, and he goes, "Yo, we straight punched the soul out of this man!" And he screamed it at the dinner table, and everybody looks back and like, "What the hell is happening?" It was the funniest thing. And then like the walls started going nuts and stuff. He's like, "It's Inception!" He started screaming. It was so
sick.
Oh my God.
Dude, that
good.
was sick. Oh my God!
He straight punched the soul out of this man. And like our waiter is standing there waiting to take our order. Like, are you sure? So yeah, anyway,
I
Philadelphia.
apologize. You guys are excited to see this movie with me, and you guys do not know how bad it's
but
going.
like,
You have to get an aisle seat so you can run.
I need to get to Philadelphia.
He has to have the
I
aisle
need to
seat.
get to Philly with you guys, dude.
That would be amazing.
You have to. You won't be able to make the next one because you'll be.
Yeah, because I'm in Austin.
Right.
But, look,
But you should definitely try
I
to
need
come
to
out.
try to make that other one because I will shit myself for some Avengers.
We get to.
You guys are all gonna have these bizarre responses. You're gonna poop your pants, apparently.
He's gonna be running.
You're gonna be running around. What's your shtick? What do
I
you
don't
got?
know.
He's gonna selfie. He said he's gonna selfie.
Yeah.
He's gonna burst onto the stage and be like selfie, and then like the guards
gonna
are
get
gonna like
tackled.
tackled. Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth is gonna throw you off the stage like a javelin. Just
I'm super looking forward to it. It's gonna be ridiculous. So that's the next Wizard World. The Wizard World events are the best. If you guys haven't seen them or
I
anything,
wanna go.
I've
it's
watched it.
basically
It looks cool,
the last time I was commentating with these girls, but then after that,
But they're famous YouTube.
they're famous
girls,
YouTube
right? The
singer girls,
Hillywood?
the Hillywoods,
Hillywoods.
yeah.
Okay.
But then afterwards, me and him got to commentate with.
Green Ranger.
He's played all the Rangers,
Like
but
he's
he is the
legit
Green
been
Ranger.
every color of the Power Ranger.
But yeah, he was in the middle of us. It was the Tasty Jam sandwich with him in the middle, and it was like the
Don't say
sickest
that.
thing.
Don't.
You don't like that? He was in the middle,
Jam sandwich.
and it was like.
But you had the biggest smile on your face.
I
so
couldn't
bad.
stop. Like I'm kind of smelling how it was, but like my face legit hurt when I was done.
Last week we
that's
showed
cool.
the Green Ranger
That's
in
cool.
the hood. The video.
Oh my God.
that was so good. No, but
White Ranger.
dude, it was so good.
It was sick.
It was so good. Oh. Wizard World events are great.
Anyways, also this weekend
Oh my God.
in Japan.
Also that weekend.
Yeah,
Two
also
weeks
two
from
weekends.
now.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
weekends from now is actually going to be KVO Cross TSB. So this is KVO Team Stickbug Tournament.
Nice.
That's pretty
So
sick.
this
Those
is
are always good, yeah.
and Arturo's going to be out there doing the US stream.
Right.
They're going to be playing look at the lineup for these games. Okay,
Everything.
We've got Aquapaza, Arcana Heart 3 Love Max, Dengeki, Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, Nitro Plus Blasters, Blade Arcus from Shining
Jeez.
EX, Kohime Enbu, Killer Instinct Street Fighter 5, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and KoF14 is playable there.
Wow.
Oh
That's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's all coming up there. That is going to be, like I said, the US stream is going to be on twitch.tv/NYCFurby.
Sick.
And so this is a pretty big event here,
Yeah.
and it's cool because it's a joint effort, obviously, between the U.S. crew and the Japanese crew, and it should be really, really fun
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Really, really good, exciting
I
stuff.
didn't know they had
Great lineup.
And then also that weekend is going to be a Cockatop League from France.
Oh, that's
done,
cool.
Yeah, they've done those exhibitions, those round robin kind of events.
Sort of Topanga
before.
style.
Yeah, so that's good.
So wait a minute. Do me a favor. Can you go back to that last one?
Yes.
Because it looks like there's no guilty gear, and that would be weird to me, considering it's a TSB event.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That might have just
They had
been.
There's KI on there, which is crazy. I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah, it might have just been a what the hell is going on? Dude, I don't even have this many tabs. I've closed all
I know. I'm
I've
impressed
closed all the tabs.
by your tab management.
And now it's like not okay. Here we go. I'm sure that's an oversight.
That's gotta be.
I'm sure
an
that's
oversight.
an oversight.
That's gotta be an oversight.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially considering that demo was out. I really refuse to believe that they don't have Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
For sure.
But Cockatop League French in France is going to be this weekend as well on twitch.tv/gaminglive_TV1. So check that out. So really busy next couple of weeks. And in fact, I think this is the period of time right now where it's just like events.
Everybody's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, the next 3 weekends, we're going to be out of town. You guys will too, right?
Yeah, we're all going to be out of town.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will be out of the country for 2 of them.
Yeah. That's... Like I said, I'm still freaking out about it. Like
You're gonna make it. James.
You're a big boy. You got this.
Okay.
Yeah, other places in the world are pretty much like they're also the Earth, so it's not.
Really?
It's not that weird.
It's not like they're not
It's
on
not
other
that
planets.
Weird.
Or
Like,
anything like
I'm
that?
just saying, like, don't think of it as being like you're going to some wild place. It's like
The Wild West.
there are going to be buildings and people are driving on the street.
I don't
That was
have-
so
I don't-
deadpan. That was great.
I don't
Everybody
have to.
walked like a crab. It was crazy. And they carried their cups on their chest. It was nuts. My
Sounds
mind
like-
was blown.
That's gonna be you when you watch Marvel, dude.
That is
That's
me.
gonna be you.
Like,
when you watch
oh
it.
man, I'm legitimately gonna turn into the Tasmanian Devil and rip up every empty seat. Anyways, all right.
Okay. Anyways, further down the line, we talked about the PAX Invitational already. That's coming up, but some other future coming up event news. There's some not great news coming up, especially with all the layoffs that Mad Cats have had recently. But they just recently pulled out of the Tokyo Game Show event that they have thrown for 2 years in a row, and this was supposed to be one of the Capcom Premier events.
So they've said that it's still gonna happen.
Okay.
Like I've seen, like the Capcom Fighters main thing tweeted that they were still gonna be a Tokyo Game Show thing. But
It's just not going to be a Mad Cats run event.
Right.
Well, we kind of touched on this like the
Last
week
time.
before, which was Mad Catz pulling out of this stuff. It's not it's surprising, but considering what just happened, it's not that. surprising.
Yeah. Of course.
So, I mean, I feel like I'm bracing myself for them to pull out of more events as official sponsors. In all honesty.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Really unfortunate, but hopefully things work out for Mad Cats. As I said before, like to the fighting game community, they've done so many great things. I mean, look, they normalized our joystick usage. Like, I can't even explain to you how important that is. Let me tell you, before Mad Catz controls, I think I made the comment before, every EVA was like, you're up, I can't, he's using my stick. You know, because everyone liked the feel of one person's stick, and that was it, you know.
If it wasn't for them.
What? I didn't do anything.
If it wasn't for
Everybody
them,
likes the feel of one guy's stick. That's fine.
Right,
Yeah. Be mature, James.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Well, at DreamHack Austin, which we're going to be at, they're actually also hosting a Poken Tournament Champion Series event.
So we're going there for Street Fighter commentary. But
you need to get in.
I definitely am trying to
You
wiggle
need
my
to
way.
get in.
Yeah, you better believe it.
He's gonna be like peering over the booth, like, "Oh, you need a
better
commentator?
believe it.
What's going
Well,
on?"
I'm
over there?"
on break.
I've already sent the messages to the appropriate folks. So hopefully that happens.
Oh man, but yeah, so that'll be remember they're doing a championship series event as well. So that's going to be one of the events in which they are holding one of their points tournaments. Speaking of Poken,
Wow.
but Nintendo is now 3 for 3 at EVO 2016 for events for games with over 1,000 entrants. So a lot of people, when Poken first joined, they were like, why are they adding this game? No one's going to play this game.
Look at you now. Eating your words, you naysayers. I knew it. I knew it because I like Pokemon, baby.
Dang.
All right, Steve.
I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, Poken tournament has over 1,000 entrants.
Yeah,
I was wondering when they announced it whether they expected it to not get that many entrants.
There's no way.
And that's why they added it, because it was like an easy way to add another game without having a lot of
see, that's what I thought too.
potential for like it
Entrance,
taking up a lot of time. But I guess they must have thought like you do. You expected a lot of people. I guess they did too.
When they announced the game, you have to remember, like, the barrier for entry for Poken, and you've played the game, and it's really simple. It's really simple, but on the same note, it still encompasses every bit of tension from a fighting game, where you get close. All those things still matter.
Like it's has a very simple concept that is really complicated in a lot of ways in reality.
And
so it's easy to pick up.
It's super
easy to pick up.
I think
so everybody's gonna get their hands on it and be like, I want to play this.
Yeah.
Like they're mixing Tekken and Pokemon. The only
And
way I think
Naruto,
you
really.
could get more hype about it is if they like put Captain America in that.
Like
game.
if they like, I'm telling you
Pokken
right
cross,
now.
Pokken versus
With like
Marvel.
Guilty Gear soundtrack.
Yeah,
it'd be over.
My mind, like I would bleed from my eyeballs.
Can you imagine
Like we wouldn't even be able to.
A Pikachu rock Guilty Gear theme? Oh man.
If Pikachu was dressed like Soul, oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
I'm
You
just
imagine him
imagining that now.
hitting him with
He-
someone Fafnir, like, or Grand
And
Viper or
he's mean
something?
looking. It's like mean Pikachu. It's like,
Yeah, I
Pika!
know.
Oh
I
my
know.
god, that would be sick.
I need
Like
to.
gunslinging.
We need to get what is it? What's her
The-
name?
the
Like
soul?
Gina Carano, I think. Who the girl who does the custom amiibos.
Oh yeah, I know
She
exactly
needs
what
to
you're
take the
talking about.
Pikachu and turn it into a soul bad guy.
Yo, and it has to be for me. Like I will buy that. Like I will legit buy that.
10 copies, no problem.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, and then you look at. You have to remember the people that are entering this game. Not only is it children because they've taken Pokemon from every generation that's available, but there are people, regardless of who you are, that grew up playing Pokemon Red and Blue, like a Game Boy game. You know what I mean? So it's really easy for someone to say, "Hey, you get to play with Pikachu in 3D," and people are like, "You know what? I think I want to do that."
I think it's like, they kind of try to get Tekken guys to play, right? Smash players. And then, like, in general, anybody who likes Pokemon.
Right.
Which is a pretty big audience, right?
Pretty large group of people.
And on top of that,
Like, I want to buy a Wii just to play the game.
Ditto. No.
I'm this close to doing
Can you
it.
name of a Pokemon as well?
Yes.
Yes.
You know nothing
I
about
know
Pokemon.
my no. Look, you could ask me who killed Chun-Li's father, like who killed Pokemon's father.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Pokemon. Every
Ash's
Pokemon.
Every Pokemon's father.
Every Pokemon's father.
Who
This
is
is the
the
story.
I mean,
He is the old man, like you and your
Jesus
Pokemans.
Yeah,
I'm
you
telling
get out of here.
I'm telling you though, when Rip won the Poken thing, like when he became the Poken champion, and then I asked him like, who did everybody play? And what? He's like, well, Steve was playing Blaza Chicken or Blaza.
I wanted
and he
to
knows,
choke him.
He knows nothing
I
about
wanted
Pokemon.
to choke him.
It made me so angry because he knew nothing about Pokemon.
You know, Air's playing Poken,
Okay.
and he apparently Klim was saying that Air wanted to switch characters from Pikachu to the blue dog.
Suicune?
He's
Could
talking
be.
about Suicune.
Might also be Lucario.
Lucario's kind of a dog, I guess.
He's
yeah.
definitely a dog.
I guess, but I would think Suicune if he meant says
Wait,
the blue dog.
Okay, so back to James's misunderstanding of somebody killing somebody's character. Remember how
Who killed
there's-
Pokemon's dad?
Can't believe he said
Pokemon's
it.
dad is
And last
dead.
week,
Yeah, that's
last
right.
week,
I waited.
he called it Pokken.
Poken? Yeah, I mean, I was saying that too.
It's
Just to be a
clearly
jerk, but-
Poken, and he corrected us and was like, Nintendo wants it to be Poken Tournament.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I
they
was
want you to
gonna
say
say
it.
that,
They want you.
together.
It's the full name. You can't go halfway.
Anyway, you remember how there was speculation that maybe like Kubone is actually a Kangaskhan's kid
Right.
and wearing
The helmet.
the
Bone
the
thing.
skull of
Yeah.
the Kangaskhan mom.
Mhm.
I always thought that was really dark.
That
Yeah,
was
it is.
super dark.
There
Well,
are some
the-
super dark Pokemon.
There are
today.
some
Rock,
really
rock.
dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, like Gengar, like he waits for kids to go to sleep and he eats their dreams.
Their dreams.
There's a lot of stuff like that in Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
But-
Like Chandelure in the game, like removes the opponent's soul. That's like Chandelure's super.
yeah.
Like take their soul. It's
Dude,
pretty serious.
Dude,
man.
Sceptile turns you into a tree.
but if he takes their soul and we dress Pikachu as Soul, then you know.
You're not getting back in this way, James.
You're not getting back in like
Your
that.
lack of Pokemon knowledge. I don't know about
Pokemon's father.
Pokemon's
Jesus
father.
Christ. I
I
cannot
really
believe that just
honestly meant to
happened.
say Pikachu. But
I've been
the-
redeemed.
The P and the K.
I'm making it back slowly but surely. You keep saying stuff like that, James.
And then on top of that, one of the cooler aspects of Pokken Tournament is the fact that like every character has a Tekken character's move.
Yeah, I know.
So it's
Oh,
great.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Like
I got giant
Heihachi's
swing.
Pikachu. Yeah,
Yeah, Machamp.
Dude, Machamp is cool, man. That character is sick.
dude. Man, I got like so many strats with that. Like I don't even play with him, but
What
I
does
know.
Blaziken have?
Blaziken has all Horowon's attacks.
Oh, yeah?
So he does like all the
That's sick.
Taekwondo. But on top of that, like the air dash, he has Chun-Li air legs. And then he has the oh my god, that
That's
character's
sick.
so sick.
He's mobile.
Yeah.
So what about
man.
Zappa and Guilty Gear?
No.
Desperate to try to change the conversation.
Uh-huh.
I mean Zappa is sick though.
It's too
It
easy.
worked.
It's too easy. He's too weak
I
to
love
Zappa.
him so
Welcome
much.
back, Steve.
At WNF, they put the Zappo and they made all of us the ghosts. I was like, are you
Did you
serious?
see that?
Oh yeah, I did.
They made me Zappa and they made him Him and Shadosha, the ghost summon.
Yeah.
It was so sick.
I saw that.
That was
That's
so sick.
cool.
They got us good. Those guys are legendary memers, man.
Yeah, yo. The
Dude,
powers
they're so
are
good at that
Yeah,
right
they
now.
I told the stream, when they use their powers for good.
Dude, it's
dude,
like Valle phase goes with everything.
Dude,
I said
did you
that.
see
Valle
that? Like,
phase works
as
on
soon as
anything.
Guile was announced, like, literally a minute, there was a Guile face.
On him.
There
There was
a
also
Valle
Ken face posted
Yeah,
on him, which was like grotesque. I almost threw up. It was so bad.
Oh, man. Anyways.
Well, tell me about this.
PAX East is coming up. As we said, the Invitational's there. But there's also a lot of other cool things that's going to be happening there. For example, Killer Instinct's the vampire chick, Myra, or what is
Mira.
it? Myra.
Myra?
To be playable, is going to be playable at that event.
I'm so sad I'm not going to be there.
Do you know stuff?
I can't wait for Mira to be revealed. It's going to be so good. You guys, Mira is... I can't wait for this reveal. This character is like, wait until you see her in action. Like, the trailer was so... Or the teaser was so sick.
I didn't know that
teaser was
cool.
ridiculous. Like, Tusk coming out and being like, Lady of the Grave. And then she straight bites the man. I was like,
Yo, the
my
slow
God.
motion zoom in on the bite, I was about that. I was about that.
Mira, yeah, this character
I'm
is all
actually,
business.
like, you know more about KI, and like the Capcom guys never tell me and David about anything.
Oh, dude.
I don't know what you could possibly mean.
They don't
I
tell
know
me
absolutely
anything.
nothing here. All I'm telling you is that you guys should tune into the stream when they reveal Mira. And you're going to have a grand old time. Me, I'll be hiding on commentary under the desk watching the reveal trailer from
No-
Texas Showdown.
Dude, like, there's gonna be this match where like two people are shifting back and forth, and all of a sudden you're just gonna hear, "Yes! Oh, dude, that's
You
so
can hear
sick!"
combo breaking through the headset. You go,
Yeah.
what was that?
Dude,
But yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, so she is playable there. They're also doing a stream to show her off.
Is that news?
What?
That she's playable?
Yeah, they said today
so
that she's
Killer
playable.
Instinct's to be playable at PAX East.
Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
sick.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. This character,
Killer Instinct, yeah.
she's going to be playable. You get to see some of her in action. It should be awesome.
You know what else is
Good
playable
game.
at PAX East? King of Fighters 14 is gonna be playable at PAX East
Yo,
as
I'm
well.
so hyped for
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's going to be playable over there. They have a whole bunch of so basically PlayStation announced a bunch of games there like Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted 4, etc., and some of the virtual reality titles, which I'm still mad that when we like at E3, me and David went, let's go check out the Sony virtual reality stuff. We go stand in line, and like the giant line, but me and David like had pretty much the whole day, so we're like, all right, fine, let's just wait in line because I really want
Right.
to check this out. This lady with the clipboard comes up and she's like, hey, do you have a reservation? And we're like, no. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry.
It
You
was
had to
it was like 11 in the morning,
Yeah,
and it went until like 6 or
yeah,
whatever.
she was like, you guys will have to come back at 6, and even then I can't guarantee you guys can make it.
I'm right there on the line. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy the PlayStation VR
Really?
thing. Like
Really?
if I have that money, dude. So first off, one of the first games that the game that they announced it with was Rez, and Rez is
Jesus.
it's Rez. Like I'm like a freak for that game. So it's like they were like, yo, it's Rez. And it's virtual reality. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a seizure, but I still want to experience it. Like I know it's a seizure impending.
So
You only play
I never
15
played
minutes at a time,
Exactly.
right?
I never played Rez until it came out on the Xbox Arcade,
Oh,
right?
wow.
On the Xbox 360. But the cool thing about it is, you remember how Rez came with the beat? Dude, it came with a vibrator, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, it came with that thing where basically it would shake with the beat on the music, right? So they actually let you, one player Rez, hook up all of the 360 controllers so that they would all shake on like beat with it. So like
that's
I
kinda cool.
turned all the controls, I put them in my pockets, like I
that's sick.
seriously, I did that shit, and I did it in the dark. And Rez was like, dude, that game
That
is.
sounds kind of crazy.
Dude,
I haven't
Rez
been
is-
able to try any VR at all yet.
I haven't tried
I haven't
any
used
of it
VR
yet.
at all.
Yeah,
but it's
neither
just
have
the
I.
game. Like
Rip has the Oculus.
Yeah, he has Oculus.
And he streamed some of himself like using it and like playing and like looking at horror videos and a bunch of stuff, and I was like, man, this looks so cool.
Dude, I've only seen it
Yeah.
on the Google Cardboard that you did.
Oh,
That was,
I guess
the
I kinda
closest
saw
thing.
that.
Yeah, I have a cardboard.
I saw that. Yeah.
Also-
It's
But
cool.
I haven't used
Your
like the
phone.
what's the HTC one? It's HTC
The
the
Vive.
Vive or the
Oh, okay,
Oculus
okay.
or the VR or anything like that.
I know they also announced, I don't know if you guys really care about it, but like the Star Wars game, the Battlefront game that they just came out with, they're having a special VR edition.
Oh,
That's also going to
What?
be, yeah.
I
Can I
Well-
play like and do this kind of stuff?
I
VR?
mean, I'm pretty sure. The thing
if
is,
I can't, then
they're
it's
going
not
to use
worth
the
it.
PlayStation Move thing, and
Yeah,
that
okay.
is a
Yeah.
wand.
I mean,
Sorry.
I've heard a lot about Rock Band 4 is also going VR as
Yep.
well.
Apparently,
So
like
you
they
just
get,
air guitar and
it's
it
legit
reads
like
the
you're
notes?
looking out at the. It's crazy.
Right,
It's
and they
crazy.
said that they did it really well too.
Okay.
They said that it's done really well, which is interesting because I mean, Guitar Hero has that Guitar Hero Live thing where you're playing in front of an audience, but it sounds like that this is much better.
Well, the
so.
thing is, like, because I'm a geek for this stuff, they've had these kits for a while, so like they legit want to make sure like it's implemented in a way that they can sell it. So
Sure. I have a couple clients who do VR stuff, so I've been able to try their stuff out and use it. I mean, it's all Oculus, but yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
really sick.
Like there's one thing that they have where you're at a concert and you're just in the crowd and you have front row tickets to this band. And it's like it was a real band, it was a real show that they recorded. But you can like look around wherever, you can see the ceiling, you can see
Wow.
that is
floor,
crazy.
Like, and the band is like right there. And
That's neat.
it's really
I
sick.
can't wait to see what it
And
looks
you,
like
you
in
like
like
you
10
like
years.
you like move your head
Oh, I know,
a little
right?
bit, right? And the sound's coming out of your right ear.
Oh,
Because this is where the band is,
right.
right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
in
Man,
the
that
VR,
is
like
really-
it's really.
I
cool.
need to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
dead
I haven't
serious.
done any of this stuff. I haven't
Me
tried
either.
any of this VR. That's why me and David wanted to try it so badly at that E3, and then we just got denied by Lady with the Clipboard.
Wow,
so.
wow.
Yeah.
Lady with a clipboard.
But in any case, VR stuff is going to be playable. But more importantly,
King
of
of
Fighters
Fighters
14 will be playable
We made it
at
back.
PAX East 2016.
Quick question: how do you guys feel about King of Dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing T-Zoc. It's been a while.
Yeah, see, I like T-Zoc. The fact that these King of Dinosaurs, that kind of bothers me. I
Oh,
can't
you don't
even-
like it?
No, I can't get behind it.
But
It's just
look,
another
look,
personality,
look.
right? He even says Justice
But
Hurricane.
Steve, look, dinosaurs eventually evolved into birds. It all makes sense. It's there,
No,
right?
that's true.
So,
Yeah, they're
right?
birds, kind of.
So
Right,
he's basically
okay.
the.
Or maybe
he's basically
birds
the,
are dinosaurs.
It's like
Yeah.
he's like the precursor
Yeah,
to the bird.
I'm 100%. Trust me, I've made every connection
Yeah.
that needs to be
To
made.
justify it.
But I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know
It's
why.
it's a raptor head. He has a raptor head. Come on. Like,
Nah, man.
No.
He said, "No, man."
I would really like to try the game. I want to feel how it feels now, after more development time.
Well, a lot of the players, they say it feels like KoF 98.
I've heard that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's good then.
Yeah, that's
good.
really good. I can't wait to play the game. A lot of people are giving it a lot of slack because they're saying that it doesn't look up to par. You know, we got Street Fighter,
Yeah.
we got like Tekken, we have Guilty Gear, and this game they showed it really early, which is really smart, and you can see the small graphical enhancements as the game
every time.
goes on. So
But look, there's no game that's going to be prettier than Tekken or Gear.
Right now, Revelator
no,
and Tekken 7 are the
they're
two most beautiful
prettiest.
games.
That's
The
it.
two most
you know
beautiful games.
Tekken 7 and Street Fighter are all running on the same engine.
I do know that.
Yeah, and
It's
that's exactly
crazy.
right. Yeah,
It's crazy.
and it's crazy because you look at and now you look at like Tekken 7 FR and you're
Yeah,
like,
even better.
What the?
Seriously, that is the most beautiful looking game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they really put their foot in that. They
Yeah.
really did. So
Okay.
Well, speaking of KOF, their weekly reveal trailers, they just
more characters.
released my Sirana.
Shiranui,
Look,
man.
I always pronounce it Siranui because I put this weird Chinese spin on it and it's totally wrong. So I apologize. But you know what? I'm surprised no one's ever done this yet, that they've actually haven't taken Roy Orbison's, not Roy Orbison, who sang My Sharona? Like, and made a parody song with My Sharona. Right, with My Siranui,
I can sing
right?
that whole song, but I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, why
Never
not?
gonna win. What is up? Such a nasty chick. I always get beat up, then give
No,
up.
you're right.
And
I can't
always lose
sing
to
that.
my-
You're right.
Right?
I was like,
Come on.
I mean, hey.
I thought I could, but I didn't remember any of this. It was sung by The Knack.
The Knack, of course,
The
of course.
Knack.
Of
yeah.
course.
I would never have known.
Yeah, duh, stupid me. Okay. But yeah, come on, dude. That like it works perfectly, right?
But even better, they announced a new ninja character,
That's right. Banderas.
Banderas,
Oh.
and he looks sick.
He does
He
look
looks
sick.
like a Steve character. I
Yeah,
mean,
he does.
for
He
sure.
certainly
You know,
does.
he's such a
Actually,
Steve
you know
character.
what? The only
he
way
does.
that you should be able to talk about him is to play that Antonio Banderas gif, right? The
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
One of the best.
A gift. It goes with like whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
And the reverse too. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
well, we all know that KOF is going to have at least a 50 character cast.
Yeah.
Them slowly announcing more
Damn, he looks
characters.
sick.
He looks sick.
Yeah, he looks
You
sick.
know, and the thing is, he's infatuated with Mai. Like,
oh, is that his thing?
He's like in love with Mai Shiranui, you know. He's
Yeah,
like,
she's pretty great looking.
I mean, it's Mai Shiranui, man. She's been around for a while. You know, I don't think Andy's gonna like that, but you know.
Are we going in?
Alright, we're getting in there.
Yeah, let's just watch this trailer a little bit.
I just want to see the ninja. That's such a Steve character. Yeah. They got slapped.
Pretty much looks like mine.
Look at that! Oh!
Was that Hayabusa?
Oh my God! He turns into a log.
That's the log thing.
Yeah, that's a Steve character. Sure.
Yeah, and definitely cool.
Yeah, they're really pulling out the stops with the newer characters. And like we said, the game looks better each time they show it. There's small graphical enhancements that, and like the last trailer they had geese, and then they showed Athena. So there's the character roster is getting really high. The game's looking really good.
Yeah, that's their 12th teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Dude, literally every week we do this show, we're covering another revealed trailer. So there you go.
Well, if there are 50 characters, then we're only halfway there, I guess.
Yeah.
In teasers.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not exactly.
Someone in stream said you need to do a lap right now.
I feel like it. You guys don't even know.
You
man.
as soon as it cut to the ninja, he slapped my arm and pointed to the screen like I wasn't
Dude,
looking.
I don't even, my arm doesn't even work anymore. We were talking about Captain America and Civil War and everything.
Being on commentary with Steve when something crazy happened is hazardous. There's actually like footage they cut it out from one of the Wizard World events where he like literally grabs me and shakes me like this while he's up on his feet, and I'm just like this trying to commentate. It was like the earthquake test. It was great.
But also, it's weird. I'm not sure what the story. I guess there's a game that was supposed to be called Dragon's Heaven, which was a Neo Geo fantasy fighting game that they just kind of unearthed from somewhere that was never released.
Yeah.
And so I guess people have figured out a way to get it, and like people have been able to mess with it and stuff like that.
It was like late 2000s, 90s or something like that.
So I mean, if you guys are interested in that, definitely just Google up some, I guess, Dragon's Heaven, or just look up a fantasy-inspired Neo Geo fighting game.
It's on SRK.
It on SRK, so you can read about that. I just thought it's just cool news, like
for sure.
Just to see that kind of thing is always really neat.
Unearthed history.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I have for game news, and of course I haven't been updating my topics bar at all.
Indeed.
So let's shift over to community. And you know what? I can do this a little easier now because
Oh no. Touch type, please.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh no.
There we go. Okay, now let's go to some community news. So Esteban, who did the Esteban Martinez, who did the FGC Rise of the Fighting Game documentary that just recently came out. He basically has his own production. What the hell just happened?
You can do it.
I stuttered right there. Like, that was the first time I've ever felt like what it's like to stutter, you know?
It sucks.
He has a group for, he basically has his own production company called Hold Back to Block.
Okay, yes.
And he just recently did an interview with Robert Paul, a.k.a. Tempest Rob.
Oh,
one of the premier photographers in the fighting game community and in esports in general. He's gone to a lot of different events, and he really does a good job making a lot of those events look fantastic. So, a lot of those Evo pictures from last year, like the
the pan shots
with the Evo logo on the roof with everyone cheering. Like a lot of those are his shots.
I'm pretty sure I had a couple of profile photos of him of mine, that he took of me.
If you've ever read an article about Evo and there's a picture, just assume it's his.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a fighting game article in general, and there's a picture that looks cool, it's probably his.
Yeah. And as for some of the weekly stuff that we go back to all the time, Momochi is always doing a bunch of series.
A new lecture.
New lectures to teach you basics on a lot of video game characters. The latest one came out, and that one is for Nakali.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, he goes into a lot of details. They're long, so.
He breaks down the character in a really interesting way, I think. I always like to watch him.
I like the fact that he tailors it to the higher end too. Like, he goes through the spectrum, but you know exactly who he's aiming for when he's with a lot of the information that he's giving people in these talks. So I really do like it.
I'm just happy that when he was like, he did Nikali's DP and then he was like saying it, and he's like, the name of this is too long, so it's gonna be called DP. Like, I'm not gonna say the name of it, and I respect that because, like, yeah, it sucks doing these videos.
Macaulay's move names, dude, they're DP, they're charge,
yeah, the
stomp.
The charge I call disc guidance, like it's called disc guidance, but I just call it the dash.
What about
the
torrent
or
of
rush
power? I'm just saying, those
Yeah.
are six
Is
It's command throw, stomp, rush,
Oh
and
my God.
uppercut.
Yeah, that's all I say.
What's his command throw called?
I can't remember the name.
Valiant
isn't it
Rebellion
torrent?
is the stomp.
No, it's not. Is it the throw?
No, Valiant Rebellion is the stomp.
Yeah,
So,
I thought Torrent of Power was grab.
command throw.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
They're stupid.
I don't
Which
really
one's
care.
named Devour, Hour?
The intro.
Okay.
The intro. That's the move. The intro.
Yeah. So check out his lectures. He has a bunch out for a bunch of characters. They're good.
Yes. Also, Jay Vissant on Team Broken Tier, continuing his series of articles as well. Check out Wake Up Jab. Oh, he basically, for this Hit the Ground Running series that he has on the Broken Tier blog, this week's article is about Wake Up Jabs and how to deal with those. So he's done a bunch of stuff there, a lot of good information.
Right.
Look, I've always said Vissant is one of the best writers, and he explains things really well. He's really fun to talk to fighting games about. Like, every time I have a chance to sit down with him and just like talk fighting games, it's like super fun. So.
No, that's true. He has a lot of information. He's been playing for a long time because he's old.
Yeah.
But that and he's good.
He's
Yeah,
old.
he's old.
But no,
But that's a good article topic because how many wake up jabs did we see this weekend?
Dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Someone
right?
actually asked me on Twitter, like, why do we see so many wake up jabs? And honestly, it's just because we're also used to dashing after soft knockdowns. We don't know. Like, literally, someone needs to make a video for every character. Like, here's a soft knockdown. No dash, like one dash, unsafe. 2 dashes, unsafe.
That kind of
Or
info
one dash
is there.
safe, 2
Yeah,
dash.
it's
unsafe.
definitely
That info is out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are videos like that.
I know,
but
I
it's
have that
just,
information
It's just
too.
whenever there's scrambly situations, at meeting is like impossible. It's
Getting committed to something like that in a
between
situation.
We'll get
back
there.
roll and quick rise and late rise, meeting off of weird scrambly situations is hard.
Yeah.
That's what people aren't ready for.
It'll definitely come in time.
Yeah.
We'll get used to it a lot.
I mean, also
But-
if your character has an uppercut, then wake up jab is good. Yeah, so
By the way, Mask of Tiali is the name of the command grab.
super stupid. It's command throw. Sorry.
Mask of Tiali.
Also, apparently Last Blade 2 is coming to PS4.
With online play.
Really?
Yeah.
Online play.
Is that the one that you had like the 3 modes, like speed and strength?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Man, that game is
And
sick.
you could pick whatever the big loser dude's name is.
I can't remember.
That was the game
That was
where-
really fun.
Of
though.
course.
That game is super
That's the
fun.
game
There
that
are really interesting
Hibiki
characters
came
in that
from.
game.
CVS2 Hibiki came
Yeah.
from that game.
The game has cool characters.
It has cool characters. I really liked how the combos look too. Oh my god.
Combos were sick. It was really pretty.
That's right. And also
Really nice art.
someone mentioned Anime Evo was talking about the fact that Melty Blood is coming out on Steam.
Oh.
So,
Like the most current version?
Yeah, the most current version.
Oh,
So
really?
literally on Steam, Melty Blood is gonna be like the most
How about
up-to-date
that?
fighting game.
That's crazy.
So,
Amazing.
So if you guys actually follow him or go check his Twitter at @anime_evo, he just had this big old information dump. Like, here's some good articles on it. This guy breaks down the characters in these videos, etc., etc. So if you're interested, now keep in mind the guys who made Melty Blood are the ones who made Uniel. So it's basically the
Game's sick.
precursor to Uniel. So if you really enjoy Uniel and you've never checked out Melty Blood like me, then you might want to.
It's hard to play any anime game on Steam, I think, or PC in general.
Wow.
So like the fact that it's coming out, it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because like there's no guilty.
They
like,
just don't
there's no
exist,
guilty
right? Yeah,
there,
they're not released on there. Yeah.
Like the newer versions of all the anime games are not out on Steam, pretty much.
Yeah.
so-
I mean, I feel like that's done kind of intentionally, especially now.
yeah.
But yeah, I see exactly what you're
Because I play my games on PC now.
That's right.
With
'cause
KI,
you got Street Fighter and KI.
yeah, with KI and Street Fighter, and then
You
I have
can't
to.
play MK on PC.
I can't.
You can play an older version on it.
If that was good, I would play all my games on PC.
Yeah.
But NRS doesn't like money, I guess, or something. I don't know. So
I feel like you're wrong
Yeah.
about that.
they love money. And they make a lot of it. But man, what a goofy decision. Bunch of goobers.
Apparently it's out today.
Oh
What?
really?
Like Melty Blood?
Melty.
Oh, okay, so it
Oh,
came
okay.
out
Well,
today.
I thought you meant Last Blade. I was like,
Oh,
am I
no,
tripping
no,
right
no.
now? I will buy that
He was
in
about to-
between a break.
Yeah, he's about to head home.
He was like gonna jump over
I was
the table. She's gonna see him.
I'm down to play online. I
I'm
really
down.
enjoyed that game.
I just pulled out my phone.
So you actually played a little bit of Last Blade
Yeah.
too, then? Okay, yeah. I only watched it. I didn't know much about it. You remember Unamba, who works at Atlas, right? So basically, at the UCL arcade, he was my classmate. He was going to UCL at the same time I was, right? So he was always the guy playing all the Neo Geo games. Like he knew all the Neo Geo games. He would play all the peripheral games in general, really, because he would play Vampire Savior, all the Darkstalkers games and stuff like that. So I always remember watching him play Last Blade 2 and stuff.
Poverty game player, like 15 years
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool because now he works at Atlas, and so it's always cool seeing him again and everything. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool. Okay. Anyway.
What else?
That's all I have for topics today.
I ran a lap once when the Ducks beat the Red Wings in like double overtime, maybe in the playoffs.
That's the reason to get hyped.
And like I was sitting on the couch and I jumped over the couch and I kind of tweaked my ankle. Like it was like I fell over the couch, but I didn't care. And
that's right.
I ran all the way. I was living in this big shared dorm at the time, and I ran all the way around. And there were people like playing ping pong, and I ran through their ping pong game.
Just rolled over the table,
just making noise.
I respect that.
It was a sick end, man. It was a sick.
See,
end.
Look at
Sometimes
and that, you know what? That was back in 03 when the Ducks. Now the Ducks have been good for like a long time, but at the time they had always been bad. Mm-hmm. And then they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Wait, they're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean they're almost always good now. They sucked at the start of the year, but they figured it out. Anyway, it was a big surprise at the time because the Red Wings were a juggernaut.
Didn't they get a lot better once they dropped the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, they won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Right after that.
I remember that actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Crushed my childhood dreams.
Can't believe they won after this. That is so crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, James's face.
So we have some requests for before we leave, some more fart noises.
I only have the one. I perfected it, but that's my noise.
You crazy, man. You giving away strats right now. Now
That's my
people are going to be in the elevator and you're going to try to get them and they're going to be like, wait a minute, I know that.
Yeah.
I've heard
Damn
that.
Ultra David.
But he's going to practice the squeaker. He's going to practice.
I was always
the squeaker.
really impressed. It was my brother who came up with the straw in the armpit.
I
That
don't
was so
like,
smart because you didn't need to like make it obvious with one of these guys or like it wasn't, you didn't need to do that. You just had to kind of look to your left a little bit.
Yeah.
And you had the straw coming out of this guy right here.
That
Oh my
sounds
God,
like
really?
so much work.
Holy crap, that
They
is...
thought about
It
this.
was genius.
They like get home and like, hey bro, come here. I thought about this. Pulls out like a roll, a blueprint. So look, this is your body, right? What we're gonna do?
This is like the Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
You're gonna be stationed here, and I'll be over here with the straw at a 90-degree angle.
So what happens is, while you're in the elevator, you get the whole wall bounce, depending if they got the carpet or the metal elevator.
All right.
That's what you
Better
gotta do.
acoustics.
Better acoustics.
Better acoustics.
And you gotta
That's
remember.
important.
Yeah.
Bounce off that wall for maximum hearing.
Maximum hearing.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you guys actually did that.
Yeah, we did.
I think that's pretty sick,
it
actually.
was a lot of fun.
That's brotherly love, right?
Actually, I'm sure we would all be down to do that now.
Yeah.
I like how you.
I remember I
mean,
rode in your car with you and your brother one time.
Did you? Oh,
yeah, I remember that.
What, did we
That
make
was-
fart jokes? I don't remember.
No. You guys just literally farted like in the car, like as loudly as possible to each other, and I'm just sitting in the back seat. I'm like,
Poor James.
Okay. Leans over. Wait.
As loud as possible.
yeah, because you were just trying to like get at each other. So.
Yeah, well, that's
And James is just suffering in the back.
Just butt rattling farts.
Oh, man.
Or you can feel the flaps. You
The
know?
car muffler.
What is happening?
Well, the thing we always strived for was the rumbler.
The
Rumbler.
The all-time greatest rumbler was.
Dude, this seriously sounds like a movie plot right now. Like when the kids are around, like we need to try to achieve the rumbler, and then it like goes into a
There's
like
probably-
Black Part 2.
There's probably a fart anime about this. I guarantee this happened.
The Rumbler.
So the all-time greatest rumbler was we went to the Hollywood Bowl, which is a big theater here in Los Angeles, outdoor seating, and it's cement. You're sitting on cement. All right. So my brother farted, and I could feel it through the cement. Because he rumbled the cement. That's what it goes
The rumble.
The
How
rumble.
far were
This is
you?
what
though?
100%
I don't know. A foot.
that
Oh,
movie
okay.
flashback, like legendary scene. Dude.
Ladies and
Oh
gentlemen,
my
the
God.
Rumbler. You just got that's a tale.
This is like Sandlot 1.5.
Oh my god.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this stream.
Oh man.
Man, David's so passionate about
So
farts.
like,
and fart
have you
jokes.
ever farted so hard that it like jeopardized the integrity of what was happening down there? Like you were just
Yeah.
like, ooh, time out,
Yeah.
time out.
Of course.
Is that the goal, or
I
is
think
like
that's- I think-
does that
Dude,
control the
dude,
stinkiness?
so my-
Is that
I think
My
that's-
brother is mildly lactose intolerant, okay?
Oh
But
my
He
God.
went through a phase where he purposely drank chocolate milk.
a phase?
Yeah, phase. Where he
I'm
purposely-
gonna pay for
he
this
purposely-
later.
Just the phase.
But-
It wasn't a payment. It was the payoff. The payoff was that he got to fart on us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
White people.
yeah. Oh man. Whew. Well, I think that's a nice way to
That's about it.
something to think about, you guys.
Yeah.
See, David, give me your best
Look,
fart
he's
noise.
so into
All you
this.
guys, when you see him at Red Bull Kumite, you give David your best fart noise.
Yeah,
And
that's
he'll
what you
judge
should do. Every time you see David in an event, best fart noise.
It sounds about right.
That's
Sounds
the way to
about
do
right.
it.
I'm a serious board certified lawyer.
He is.
That's my job.
He's a lawyer in the day. This is the guy who you gotta trust to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who's gonna take these sign-off duties?
See ya.
Peace, everybody.